Hello, parents. Reading to your children is a great way to promote early literacy in your home. When you read to your children, it's important that you not just read the pages, but also ask questions. First thing you can do is have them look at the cover. You can read the title to them. They may not be able to read the title, but you can read it to them. And then ask them, based on what the title is and based on the picture, what they think the story might be about. They might say something simple like, "There's a train. I think it's going to be about a train." Okay? They may say, "Look, the train is going down." It might be about a train going down the tracks. Now, if they have a hard time answering this question, you can always give them some ideas, something to trigger their thinking. You can say, "Hey, did you notice there's a little clown up here? Do you think there might be a clown in the story? Hey, did you notice the little dog down here or the little town? What do you think's going to happen in this town?" Okay? Those are a lot of things that you can ask in the beginning. As you read this story, you might ask them to notice the different colors on the page. You might say, how many colors do you see? Or what colors do you see? You might ask them to notice who the characters are. Who's in this story? Or you might say, what's happening on this page? What's this guy doing? Things like that. Ask them to recall events in the story, to recall characters, actions. Then, when you are done, you might ask them to recall who the characters were in the story. You might ask them to recall what happened in the story. Again, they might find these questions to be difficult in the beginning because it really challenges them to critically think about things. And it's important to foster this at a young age because it will help them later in life. So if you can get that mind triggered, then they'll start doing it more naturally. So if you say, "Oh, who were the characters in this story?" They might go, "Huh? What are characters?" You might say, "Well, one of the characters that I noticed is this blue tree. Can you think of any other characters that were in the story?" Then they might go, "Oh, I know what characters are now. Characters are the people or animals or things like that in the story." Okay, so then they might start listing off characters. You might say, what happened in the story? And they might go, "I don't know. I don't remember." You might recall something that you remembered that happened in the story. And then they might go, "Oh, and then this happened." So that will help them to remember, to recall events from the story. Also, at the age of 3 through 5 and on, you can start talking about what an author is. The author is the person who writes the story. You can show them where the author's name will be found. You can talk about what an illustrator is. You can talk about the difference between the author and the illustrator. The author is the person who writes the book, and the illustrator is the person who draws the pictures. So that's something you can have them think about as well.